Oh yeah, there we go.
Where are you? Yeah. But you can never walk alone on your way to being free. Where are you? Where are you? Yeah. But you can never walk alone on your way to being free.
On the way to being free.
Where are you? But you can never walk alone on your way to being free. Where are you? Where are you? Yeah. But you can never walk alone on your way to being free.
Well, fellas, we're not the only ones here. This is the first time I've ever fished this lake with other people here. Got the jerkbait, again, the Vision 110. You're throwing a fluke too. And man, that rain's coming down now. Well, fortunately, I might have to put you in the waterproof case. It sucks. Oh, dang it. Oh, I just missed one, guys. Oh, shoot. He hit it pretty hard. Alright, let's switch over to the fluke for a little bit. Let's head over here. It's very, very wet. Very wet. Ooh, that was a good fish. Here's some bigger drops. Oh geez, the rain's coming. This rain is ridiculous. Alright, we need to move. We need to go find some fish because I don't know if I'm going to be out here too long if it's going to be raining like this. Oh, I really hope I don't ruin this GoPro. For all of you out there, this is the exact weather you should be using a waterproof housing in. For me, I hate the audio so much. Oh, that's gross. Ew, my feet are wet now. What the heck? Alright, well, that's interesting. How on earth did I do that? Buddy, I need you to calm down. Alright, well, not the intended fish. I don't even understand how I did that. But hey, it's a fish. I don't know what else I could throw. Maybe a chatterbait? Alright, this is what we're going to do. We are going to just walk down the bank with this jerkbait. I have faith in this jerkbait. If this doesn't work, maybe we'll come back and we'll tie on something different. Chatterbait maybe. It's a giant hole from a muskrat or something. Oh no. Okay, well, so much for that idea. There goes the Vision 110. First cast. As I walk away. Well, that sucks. Why are Vision 110 so dang expensive? I've never liked this color very much. This video is gonna suck. One missed bass, one bluegill, one lost $25 bait. Maybe on my way home I'll stop at Lee's and get some more 110s. Okay. Well, there's one. You know, I've got a bunch of layers on, thankfully. But this fraybill is actually doing a pretty darn good job of keeping me dry. I'm really not feeling very wet at the moment. Now I don't have a good trailer with me, so I think I'm just going to throw this without a trailer. And that sucks that I lost that jerkbait, because that one was actually doing pretty well. I need to do another one. Get another one. That color. Are you kidding me? I just lost two jerkbaits, 2 casts in a row. Are you kidding me right now? Well, that was an expensive day. I think we're done with that. I don't know what's going on. We're gonna throw the chatterbait. That was on that rod. 2 casts, 2 Vision 110s. Really hoping I just snagged my jerkbait. Nope, I didn't. That was ridiculous. I guess there's some days that you're just not supposed to go fishing. Is today one of those days? Never really liked that color. Tempted to call it quits before my GoPro was killed. That was literally $50 of lures and 2 casts with that rod. I gotta find a cheaper jerkbait. I'm amazed this chatterbait doesn't get bit more here. I feel like it should do pretty well. This lake's not super clear. I like the jerkbait. You get some wind, a little bit cooler, cloudy or overcast. I mean, man, I feel like the jerkbait should be wrecking, or the chatterbait should be wrecking house. Man, this thing casts a mile. So for this rig, or this setup, I've got to duck it heavy, which is maybe a little extreme for the chatterbait, but oh yeah, there we go. And he hit it hard too. There we go. Finally on the chatterbait. Ooh, good fish. Yes. There we go. Finally on the chatterbait. Ooh, he's got a little bit of an injury up there, right in the top of the mouth. He hit it hard. Good fish. Finally got something other than that little fish earlier. That gives me a little confidence. I never caught a fish here on the chatterbait. Still got those red lips. He's still pretty cool, but that water actually feels a little bit warmer than the temps right now. So nice fish, good pounder. Let's let Sally go here. And there she goes. Pretty happy about that. Feels good to get one on that chatterbait. I felt like there's no reason they shouldn't be hitting this thing. I was just slow reeling it, and I was telling you what my setup was. I've got this duck it heavy, which handled that perfectly. So good timing for that fish. I've got my Diwazillion. This is the 9.1 to 1, so it's a fast reel. So I really have to keep myself slowly cranking this thing because I really don't want to burn it in. And I've got like 30-pound braid on this thing, and it's all braid. There's no fluoro, no leaders, no anything. And man, this thing just whips a mile. That TWS system on this, I think, really does have an effect, especially with braid. I've had a bunch of people ask me in some comment sections, why do I choose a certain bait? You know, for me, it's all about confidence. You got to have confidence in what you're throwing, because if you don't have confidence, I mean, you might as well not be fishing. And maybe that's not 100% true the first time you show up at a place, because confidence takes a while to build an experience. But you know, right now, while I'm throwing a jerkbait and I'm throwing a chatterbait, the big reasons are chatterbaits, you know, they've got some shine. So in a cloudy day like this, I want it to reflect that bright sky up there, that white sky. So it's going to put off some nice shine in that water. And I'm using a nickel blade. I mean, some people will throw gold blades. I prefer actually to throw gold blades in the sun. I use that when it's windy and cloudy. Those are the perfect conditions. Think about it. Wind, you want something with some shine, some sparkle, something that's going to stand out. Two, that wind and that cloudiness is going to create a little bit more murkiness. So these fish aren't going to be able to exactly see what they're biting. So why this color? Well, that's a little bit of a trial and error. I bet you I can actually get away with some green pumpkin in this lake, something that's like a bluegill pattern, because of the forage in here. But I also know that these fish have been going after the white jerkbait and a white fluke. That just means to me that I can keep with that same color pattern. And in some of the darker waters and the deeper waters in here, which it gets pretty deep in the middle, if I'm slow rolling this, I know these fish are going to be able to see it. One, they're going to feel it from that thump of the chatter. Two, they're going to see it. You know, the bait I was throwing earlier, that jerk bait, remember the third cast I actually had a fish and I lost it. And why would I be throwing a jerk bait? Well, the water is still really cool. You know, the temperatures have been really, really strange. We had 70, we actually hit 82 yesterday. And today, right now, it's about 43 degrees. So these temperatures keep pushing these fish up. They keep coming up and then they keep going back down. I'm sure these fish are starting to think about spawn. They're starting to think about it. But these temperatures just aren't letting them do it. We need a really good solid week in the 50s or 60s to bring that water temperature up enough to get these fish starting to come up. So what that means to me is these fish, I don't know where they're at. So I fish something like a jerkbait with its twitch pause action is going to tempt these fish into biting, and it's going to call them in from a ways away. So that's why I usually start with that, and that's why I had success at the beginning. So I hope that helps you guys out. Leave a comment below though if you get questions about why I'm throwing certain baits. I mean, feel free to ask below. I want to get more interactive in these videos, and so you guys want, I want you guys to pick my brain why I'm doing certain things, and hey, I don't know it all. not even close. And so I know enough to be dangerous. It's how I live my life. And so ask away. I'm happy to share with you whatever bit of knowledge I may have. We're going to keep moving down the bank here. You know, we're just going to go down there with the chatterbait. I'm not even going to bother tying on a jerkbait because I can't figure out what's going on there. And I can tell you right now, I'm reeling in too fast. You know, it's a downside of this reel. This reel is phenomenal for casting distance, but I prefer it as my frogging and jig reel. And maybe some Texas rig stuff, because man, I can really reel down and set the hook hard with this reel. Let's keep on working down the bank. See if I can find some more fish out here. That fish hit it pretty hard, so that tells me that these fish aren't shy. Yeah, see, I literally just cast it across the entire lake. But man, oh, there we go. Oh, he just came off. Oh. Yeah, he hit it right away. Dang it. All right, so he was right off that bank. I really just need to pace myself, slow down. So to answer someone else's question the other day, someone asked me a really good question. This is a tough one too. It's, how long do you stay in a spot before you move? So no matter what, you want to fan cast. So if you don't know the place you're fishing, you're going to go out there and you're going to fan cast basically 180 degrees. So from left straight out to right. And that's going to give you a sense of, one, depth. Two, if there's any cover. You know, I like throwing jigs to start, to get a sense of what the bottom structure of that lake is like. And then I like to throw a couple different baits. You know, once I know what's out there, you know, I'll start varying it up. Colors, again, murky water, I like something that can be seen, or something that's really dark. So again, like a white chartreuse, or a black and blue, or just straight black bait. I will do, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, maybe 12 casts around with a search bait, something I can feel things out. Or if I don't know, I will start out with a reaction bait. You know, chatterbait's actually not a bad one. Lipless crankbait, square bill, even a spinnerbait. No bites, I'll slow it down. You know, especially if I can start to get a sense of where cover is, I'll slow down with the jig. So it might be 5 minutes. It might be 20 minutes. Again, if there's no structure, there's, you know, very shallow, consistent bottom depth, you know, nothing really key that these fish can hold on to. Don't see any bait fish. You know, I'm not going to put a ton of time into that spot. There's no need to. I'm going to look around for other things that these fish are going to hold on to. So you might be wondering, well, what are these fish here holding on to? And these fish are holding on to some weed patches. About 10 feet out, 15 feet out. On either side, there's some weeds. And I think these fish are staged up in these weeds. You know, they're easily able to go deeper in the middle of the channel, and they're easily able to move back up. I'm going to keep moving down. There's a fish. Oh, I just lost him. Oh, I couldn't reel in fast enough, even with this 9.1 to 1. Oh, come on, really? Jeez, it's annoying. Oh. Oh, shoot. That was a really good fish. Oh, that's sickening. Man, why is this thing being such a pain in the ass? All right, well, let's tighten that up a little bit, I guess. Oh, that was a good fish. Huge wake. Huge wake behind it. There we go. Oh, it's a giant. Oh my God, this is a personal best. This is a personal best fish, guys. Okay, I'm gonna break this rod, buddy. Oh, he's gonna be close. Let's go get a scale, because I gotta weigh this in. All right, well, I don't have my other scale with me, but guys, that is a chunky fish, and really nice fish. I think that might have been a lesson learned. One, let's bring my bag. Two, let's just bring the other rods. Whew, now I'm breathing hard. As soon as I had him up, I was like, no, he is definitely not my personal best. My pants are soaked. Ow. Jesus. There's a muskrat right in front of me. Huge muskrat just stirred up all that down there. Let's see if I can get that fish to bite again. I think I got him. I think I got the fish. Yep, and look at, see? This is a perfect example of what to look for. It's a small fish, little fish. But look at the weeds that just fell off there. So, I mean, he is hanging out in this. Of course, my GoPro decided to die. But as those weeds, I guess, saw those weeds, and that's what these fish are in. So let's get him back. There he goes. All right. I think we figured out a pattern here. These fish are tucked up in this mid-depth weeds, and they like the chatterbait. Oh, there was a fish right here. Oh, I don't know if you got that on camera or not. He literally came up and swiped it right at the bank, and he spit it out. I almost hit the hook. All right, I'm gonna put a trailer on this. I'm not sure what I'm gonna put on as a trailer, but let's see if the trailer does anything. And the bite is really slowed down. Let's start heading back. This is the way to get your pants very wet. Oh, now my sock is super wet too. There we go. Ooh. All right, another little guy. All right, got him. He got a little parasite on his tongue too. I don't know how to get that off. So I can figure out a way to get a slug on his tongue. All right, so I put on this little Nori's trailer here, and I've been throwing it for a little bit. Bite slowed down, but at least got one more on the good old white and chartreuse chatterbait. Let's let him go. There goes. There's another one. This feels a little better. Oh yeah, this one's a little better. For sure. Not even fighting, just coming in upside down. There's another one. Man, he's got a mouth. Look at that. A mouth full of weeds. That's only a couple casts apart. We gotta clean out this guy's mouth a little bit. Alright, well, there's only maybe 3 casts apart. Same spot. Got another one about the same size. Little 3/4 pound or so. Let's let him go. Alright, so here's the bait of choice today. Good old Z-Man chatterbait. I think this is a 3/8 ounce. And I just paired it with this little Nori's trailer. And it gives it a really nice little swimming action. I don't know if you can see this here. That tail swims nice and... It's hard to see, but the tail swims back and forth really nice. Alright. That's it. We're just gonna go like that. We're not gonna cast on the way back. We're not gonna do anything. We are just grab our stuff and get out of here. Probably head across the street for a handful of casts. Just to say we did it. We're already soaking wet. We're about to get more soaking wet.